What's happening up front that you guys are not able to consistently get the pressure and some of the sacks you need in these big moments? I mean, what do you think from your perspective is happening that you guys aren't able to get home?
Yeah, I couldn't tell you exactly. All I control is what I do, and I know that in those situations that I got to make that play. So, yeah.
Abdul, I know you're on the defensive side of the ball, but did you sense any kind of different vibe at all on the sideline now that you had a new head coach actually, running the bench?
We try not to focus on that too much. I feel like Kafka came in, is doing a good job. We just had to focus on the game at hand.
It seemed like you guys were able to start getting a little bit of pressure at the end of the first half. I think you and Dexter had a couple quarterback hits. Burns got a sack. I mean, talk about maybe just what you guys were trying to do late in the half to kind of get your pressure up a little bit.
Yeah, we got to finish the game like that. The same way we got pressure, got sacks at the end of the half, we got to do it at the end of the game, and we didn't today.
Very good these fourth quarter situations with you guys. I mean, it just seems like they're piling up on you. The fourth quarter leads, somebody just making plays on you guys. Is there a theme here? Same things are happening at all now.
I don't know what you're asking.
I'm just asking, this is fourth quarter leads you guys have not been able to hold on to. And I'm just wondering if there's a common denominator to that at all.
Just not making the plays that comes to us. We just got to make those.
Dex, what was Mike Kafka like on the sideline when you were on there? What did you see from his overall leadership?
Encouraging, challenging leaders to, go make the play that needs to be made. And I think that's the biggest thing. We just got to make those plays that, that's our plays.
He obviously made a statement by sitting at Abdul for the first drive. Did the players have to say anything, convey anything to him?
No.
Can you appreciate that an interim coach put that, showed that level of accountability, sitting one of his best players for the first drive?
I mean, that's just how it goes sometimes, man. Like I don't think it's who the coach is or who the coach isn't. That's just how it goes.
Did you as a captain feel the need to say anything to him or anything like that?
To
Abdul?
About
sitting the first series, it seems like it might have been disciplinary.
No, just go make the plays that come to you, man, and be the star that you are. That's it.
At 20-19, you guys take the field with a 1-point lead. What's your thought at that point?
Get a stop.
You get confidence levels high that you're going to get a stop there?
Yeah.
What do you remember about that 3rd and 10 play? You looked like you had some late pressure.
Yeah, we took too long. We had 3 one-on-ones. We didn't win. Can't leave the coverage. Covering that long. Flott was in position. That's a hard down for him. We got to help him out on that. So that's on the D-line, in my opinion.
How difficult is it when these things keep piling up, defensively in the fourth quarter? I mean, you've had, obviously, you played a lot of good ball today, and then it still doesn't reward, at the end of the day.
Just got to make better plays, bigger and better plays. We had a turnover that they took back. I mean, not to say it's going to do so much, but I mean, that's a momentum that we could have had. We also got 2 more punch outs that the ball ran out of bounds. The ball fell out of bounds, but we just got to make bigger and better plays to impact the game, all of us.
Brian Abdul was disciplined for the first series. What did you see? See anything different from him when he came in the game?
No, he was locked in. That's not what I expected him to be. Nothing different.
As a leader on this team, did you talk to him at all?
Yeah.
Did you share anything that kind of imparted on him wisdom-wise?
Nothing really besides the regular, just stay in it. When you get your opportunity, show out and just continue to study and be on your job.
What was it like with Kaf on the sideline today?
It was good. He didn't. I didn't have too many words with him throughout the game, just because of how it is, whatever. But he was good.
Brian,
good operation.
Back to the Abdul thing just for 1 second. How much does that, for a team, set, with Mike as the new coach, set a sort of standard or message that there's going to be accountability for, not following the rules or whatever it may be?
It's just professional, bro. There ain't really too much to be said. It wasn't no big meeting or nothing like that. It was just, between him and Kafka, and it got handled. So.
But it is new. That never happened to Dable. I can't recall a time something like that happened.
You might not never know. Things that stay in house for a reason.
What we do know is we see it. The repercussions now are on the field in regards to playing time. So does that speak differently in any way?
My brother, it happened. It's over.
What do you think? You said you didn't really interact with Kafka much, but the sideline overall, did it feel any different? Like his presence on the sideline feel any different?
Yeah, it felt good, man. I mean, he was into it. We was all into the game. You know, he came over, gave some words of encouragement. You know, gave some key pointers of how they were attacking us, and I see those things as being helpful. That's a great resource. Everything was cool. It was good.
What is the key to making, you said, bigger and better plays? I mean, in the fourth quarter, you guys have just not been able to do that. I mean, is it that you can't do it, you as a team, or is it you just haven't done it?
No, we've done it. It's just you have to do it more often because obviously it's not enough. You know, so like that 3rd and 10 we're talking about, Fly had great coverage, but that one falls in the D-line, taking too long, you know, to get to the quarterback and the quarterback. Other than that, you know, we were still attacking the ball. We got a couple balls out. They just didn't roll our way. They went out of bounds, and that's tough, but that's just what we got to live with. And, you know, other than that, you know, just capitalizing on the opportunities. That's really it, man.
Kafka was talking about just wanting to be more aggressive, having an aggressive mentality in your way.
Yep.
Did that change for you guys always wanting to be aggressive, or was there any change in that for y'all?
No, our mindset is still the same. We take the field. We're going out to stop the offense. Defense is defense. I like the aggression that he played with. He coached with. We just got to have his back, you know, in those situations, and we'll come up with those plays for sure.
You notice when, like, an offense, they go for it on 4th down almost every time? You know, you notice that and say that that's like a little bit different of a mindset or things like that?
Do I think it's a different mindset?
Well, you know, do you think, or you notice it, like, okay, this guy's going for it on 4th down here?
I'm sure he's taking calculated risks. I trust him. At the end of the day, if they get it, great. If they don't get it, we still got to do our job. So, you know, complimentary football.
You're not in the huddle with him, but what do you think of the Jameis Winston experience?
I felt like he played well. You know, offense was going up and down the field. I'm pretty sure there's some execution things that they can clean up on their side, but from what I've seen, from just, you know, outside looking in, like they execute pretty well.
You made a point about the defensive line. You guys used to like the defensive line did a good job in the beginning. Absence of Jevon, did that show an effect?
Tibbs does bring a different energy. You know, well, I can speak for that because he's in my room. You know, he does bring a different energy to the defense and to the vibe. I wouldn't necessarily say that his energy impacted that one play. I think we just have to win our one-on-ones when you get a chance. So can't let Jordan pat the ball that long.
I know you didn't win, but does 13 sacks as a new career high for you, does that mean anything to you?
Yeah, it means something to me, but not right now.
I believe I was within 1 yard of the line of scrimmage, so it was a good play by them.
So what are you supposed to do then, basically? Sag off so it doesn't happen within 1 yard? Like, what's the solution for you in that situation?
Yeah, I mean, just don't be within 1 yard.
And on the catch that Watson made out there, you and Corey were back out there. What did you see on that play out there?
He just made a good catch in the corner. He did a good job.
Is there anything you can pinpoint why you guys haven't been able to make the big play at the end of games?
That's not really a question for me. It's probably a question for our coaches.
Is there anything you can do as sort of like a leader to sort of help that?
Other than my job? I'm not necessarily sure. But, you know, make the play that comes to me. But as a leader or one of the 11 individuals on the field, like, my job is to do my job, and then, you know, that'll lead to success. So, you know, just figuring it out. But that's definitely a question for somebody.
Is that what you preach to everyone else? Just do your job, like worry about you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And everything else sort of take care of itself. Everyone's doing their job, right?
Yeah, if everyone does their job, if all 11 people do their job and they're successful in their job, then they'll end up coming out and being successful on the day.
What was your sense when it was 20-19? You guys go on the field, you finally take the lead. Your defense has been in that situation before. Was there a good level of confidence that you're going to make this stop now and lead to a win here?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, what happened before has nothing to do with what happens now because I really can't control anything that happens before. So, yeah, absolutely. We're going to go out there and make a stop. And they made 2 great catches. You know, I tip my hat to them. Those are two good plays. And if we go back out there and they throw the same plays, I expect a Fly and Corey to make those 2 plays. Like, I wouldn't draw it up any differently. I trust both of those individuals. So.
What do you think the key is to being able to close out some of these tight finishes?
I think just executing is the only thing. Just executing.
Mike Kafka, he said Abdul didn't play the first drive on defense. It was coach's decision. How much does that, if at all, send a message to the team or the defense as a whole?
What type of message do you presume?
I don't know what coach's decision means, but I'm assuming some
Next
sort
man
of
up.
infraction. And
No, next man up. It just is what it is. It happens.
I think you talked about in terms of setting a level of accountability.
I mean, good. It's a good thing for sure. But it's not something that you really focus on. It's just, next man up. Taman came in there and he played well as well.
Kafka talked a lot about an aggressive mentality in terms of your level of play. How much are you noticing a shift with him as head coach?
It's very positive. He does a great job explaining things very clearly, making sure everybody knows what they want, and so, yeah. I think he's doing a great job.
Is there a level of frustration that these fourth quarter leads are not held? I mean, do you feel you're very analytical about what's going on? Is there certainly a level of frustration as well?
Yeah, absolutely. When you lose a game, I hate losing, so obviously I'm frustrated, but I can't do anything but focus on how I can be better. So that's my mindset.